Okay. So what are we talking about today?
We are talking about icks and tits. Well, not actually tits, but we're talking about icks.
It
And
actually has nothing to do with tits whatsoever. It
no,
should.
but it sounds fun.
Yeah. I think you have a more extensive list than I do because I actually couldn't think of that many things. A lot of mine are self icks, honestly. But so why don't you start?
Yeah, I find mine are like I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, mine are probably way more unhinged
Mm-hmm.
than yours. I think icks should be unhinged though.
Yes.
I think people
Niche.
don't actually know what icks are. People will just say like general things. They'll be like, "Oh, I hate when they're late." I'm like, "That's not an ick.
That's
That's not
just
an
a preference
ick.
and like an annoyance. Yeah.
It's not an ick. It's just like it's like a pet peeve. Icks are different. Icks are supposed to be unhinged. Things that you wouldn't realistically end a
Mm-hmm.
relationship or a friendship or whatever with somebody.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid
I think they have to be
that you're like,
niche,
wow.
like niche,
They
very
do have to be
specific.
kind of niche. They can kind of like teeter on the edge
Mm-hmm.
of maybe like a pet peeve, but for the most part, they have to be completely
I also
insane.
don't think they have to be like romantic icks as well. It can be also like
Oh no.
platonic and or just people icks, you know?
Yeah.
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 Well,
Yeah.
why don't you
Yeah.
give me a first one? I want to know.
Well, obviously, you know this one already because I go on about it quite a lot when it's just like when it gets brought up. I hate polo shirts. I think polo shirts are icky. I hate
I
them
get it.
and I hate people that wear them.
I know. I told Aaron this, and he was like, "But I wear a polo shirt," and I
But
was like, "And
I
I."
wear them. I just like, oh well, Bessie,
Well,
sorry.
he didn't sound like the gingerbread man from Shrek. But like, well, I wear them. um,
Not the gumdrop buttons.
yeah, but no, I get it. I don't like them either. I think I also just hate the fabric. I hate the fabric
Yeah,
of them.
I think that I've always hated them since I was little. You know, like in primary school, and sometimes in the summer they would bring out like the uniform. Sometimes would be like a polo. Never wore
Mine was
them.
always I
Hate.
always had a polo.
No, we had an option.
What did you?
We had like little summer dresses and
But
stuff.
what about like well obviously gender, but the boys like what did the boys at the time wear?
Well, they could either have like a shirt or a polo. Like they could. I just never like it was an option,
I
but
mean,
I never chose it
I'm not gonna lie.
personally.
Over a shirt versus a polo, I probably would pick a polo for school because it's just a shirt's fucking annoying.
I
Like
know they are, but I'd still pick the shirt. I have a vendetta
you
against
really
polo
hate
shirts.
them.
I
Like it's a
hate them.
lot.
They will never, that fabric will never touch my body.
I mean, yeah, they're like itchy. I think are they meant to be breathable?
I think so. I think because they're obviously, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Are they made of cotton? Because
I
like I
think
think if
so.
they're made of
Yeah,
cotton,
on
they should be
polyester normally. I
breathable.
think
If it's polyester, then yeah, that would be why it's itchy.
it's itchy and gross. You know, I mean, I get it. I would
Yeah.
never wear one. Also, I think they just look in
Hate
my
'em.
head.
You know, oh, go. Sorry.
I think they kind of like I associate it with like masculinity and like kind of toxic men as well, and like really
Yeah,
horrible
it's very
men.
British.
Hmm.
I like honestly, I see a polo and like fucking Britannia plays in my head, and I'm like,
I get.
like I can't do it. I'm like, my colonizers, no.
No, no, or like a polo with a chain around the neck as well. Ooh, hate that.
Oh, like the little
Like a dog tag or something.
Oh yeah, okay.
Don't like
I
that.
was thinking, yeah, no. I think my issue is I do associate them with certain types of men,
Hmm.
and I hate it when they do the top button up.
Yes. Yeah. If you're gonna wear it, at least wear it
It's always like a
unbuttoned.
Ralph Lauren
Oh,
like
yeah.
polo with the little like logo, and it's got the little like pinstripe
And
collar,
it's
and
a
it's always
horrible
done
outfit.
up. It's just, yeah, honestly, and also I think also, yeah, when people wear them to clubs, when people go out to bars and clubs, and like you see these girls dressed up to the nines, this shit is taking like 3 hours.
It's a
They've been
man in a
doing it
polo.
since dawn, and then a man just rocks up in jeans and a polo. I
I do agree.
riot.
Yeah, I hate that too. I
I
agree.
would riot. I hate it.
Do you
I'm
have it?
like,
Do you have any
have
more
some
to say on the
class.
polo? Or
I
that?
have too much to say on the polo, but I will move on.
Okay.
I
I'm
have
gonna.
too much.
I've already told you this, but my ick. Well, I think the one that I thought of immediately was when I go on TikTok and I see like a TikTok about something. I'm giving this example, like let's say like diabetes. Like someone's like, oh, how I kind of eat my diet based because I have diabetes, whatever. And someone just comments like, what is diabetes? That just pisses me off. I find that so
Google is
annoying.
free.
And you are literally on your phone and you're going to expect these people, these random people, to then reply to your message to let you know the information that you could have just found out yourself. Like, it's not even like it's niche a lot of the time. It'll be like a really obvious topic. I find that really annoying.
Yeah,
There's not much to say
it's
about it. I just find it incredibly irritating. Like,
yeah, no, I get it though. It's like Google is free, sis.
because I get like sometimes people will be like, Google is free, but it'll be like a really niche topic. And I'm like, I can't find the answer. Can you then tell me the answer?
Yeah,
But
I
when
do
it's like,
understand that.
or if you want context, I get commenting saying, hey, what's going on? I'm confused. Can someone explain? But when it's literally something that you could just like Google yourself, I find that so annoying. Like, it
I
makes,
don't know,
I'm
like
like,
ask your doctor
yeah.
what diabetes is. I'm sure they'll tell you.
Literally, like, and it applies to like lots of different things. Like, I thought one about someone with sarcoma, which is a type of cancer, and then someone's like, "What's sarcoma?" And I'm like, "Just Google it." Oh my god, like,
Yeah. Are you
it's like
ready for another like
entitlement.
unhinged? Yeah, it is entitlement.
I
Are
find
you
it
ready
very
for like
annoying.
another unhinged one?
I'm ready, ready.
Actually, I don't know which one to pick. This one's funnier though.
You
Actually,
got
no,
a
they're both
list?
kind of funny. I do have a list. I have to like, I was just like really racking my brain. It's like, you know, when you get asked to like think about like something and it just goes out of your mind
Mhm.
completely. I had that issue yesterday when I was thinking of like icks, but the thought of them getting run over,
Wait, what?
like if you had like a partner and the thought of them getting run over gives me the ick.
What you mean in the way they would like their body would go? Like,
Yes.
what are they in the car, outside the car?
No, that well, no, they're outside the car getting
Oh,
run over,
okay. I
like
thought
on
like
the road.
accident. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no, not like a car accident. No, but someone physically getting run over gives me the ick.
But how would someone get run over to like not give you the ick? Would they have to just be like really cool about it? Like,
I don't know. I really don't know, but just like I don't. For me, it's like the thought of them getting like hit and their body just like sprawling and like
or like
some.
ragdoll? Like,
Yeah, I just can't. It's just like that. I can't deal with it. I think about it and I'm just like, ooh.
yeah, no. I mean, I get it. I do get it.
It's so unhinged.
I
It's
don't think
so
I feel the same, but
unhinged.
I do understand what you mean.
It's so unhinged and just like men running, but not like running is for
Yes,
like I'm
that's what
going
I was
out
gonna
for like a
say.
jog or like, you know, actually running for like health reasons. I mean, just like they just randomly start running.
Honestly, I don't agree
Like a
with
weird
that.
like half run.
I kind of admire people who run. Like a lot of my friends run. And I want to be a running girl, but I really hate it. But what I
Oh
will
yeah,
say,
yeah, absolutely. I do admire it. I just mean like I don't mean it in that sense. I just mean like you'll be like walking with somebody and they just start randomly like running
oh no,
off into the distance.
so
I'm like, what?
running inappropriately, like even that's also a self hate. Like I don't run anywhere because I think it's so icky. But like so like
Yeah, I don't run.
imagine being in like a shopping mall and someone just starts like someone's like, oh no, we need to go and starts running. Oh, that gives me the ick.
Yeah, that gives me the like also just like
Is that a
they do like
British
little
thing
joke.
though?
Maybe. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like we
They
don't want
do
to
like
look
a little jokey
embarrassing.
run.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's a problem. It's like a lot of things that like actually really, when you think about it, aren't that embarrassing. But like for some reason, we've just been brought up in a culture where like lots of things are embarrassing.
but like how also like how do you run in a non-embarrassing way? Because either you run
I
really
don't know.
seriously, like with like, full like sprinting, and that's kind of look like action man. That looks kind of icky. But also, like, if you do like a little jog, like with your fists like balled, and you're like kind of like
Yeah, it's just yeah, you just look stupid, and it just gives me the ick when I see it happen. I'm like, oh,
yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
oh, it does. It just gives me the
Oh, I
ick.
had
I don't
another
know
one and I
why.
forgot what it was. Can you go?
It's just me. It's not even just like it's like this is an episode of Steph's icks. Just
Yeah,
all these unhinged things. Bowling, bowling gives me the
bowling.
ick.
Oh, especially the shoes. The shoes give me the ick,
Yeah,
and they
bowling gives me
squeak.
the ick. Unless it's Wii bowling, I'm not interested.
I mean, I went bowling recently. Actually, it was kind of fun, but also like,
I think I'm just really bad at it. So like I think I almost give myself the ick. It's not even like watching other people bowl. I give myself the ick
yeah,
when I have to
I
do
think it's
anything.
us being subconscious as
It's
well.
like when we went to Fair Play, I was giving myself the ick because I just couldn't. I'm just not coordinated in the slightest. I was just like, I am bad at all of these games. Like play. The only one I was good at was collecting the ducks at the end, and
Oh,
that was
true.
it.
That was fun though.
I
Oh
did
my god.
enjoy that. It was very calm.
Also, football gives me the ick when I think about it. Just football in general just gives me the ick. If someone's really into
Yeah,
football, I'm sorry.
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it gives me the ick per se,
Football
because I can
lads. Football lads give me the ick.
yeah, like I don't want to like I never want to like bag on anybody for having like a hobby or being really super interested in something. Like that's fine. Everyone can have their interest, but I think the whole cultural thing around football lads and stuff like that,
Especially in
I
the
don't
UK.
like. Yeah, I don't really. They're icky.
It's just like honestly, ask any gay person, especially I think especially gay men. I'm not gonna generalize, but if it's for every gay man that me and every gay man that I know, I will be walking like in town and like through a park, and there'll be a football little like some lads kicking a football around. the way I will skirt like round that, like I'm in the storm in Fortnite. Like I literally will go around the edge, like to like avoid that football being kicked towards me. I'm so scared.
Yeah, I'm like that too, though. I get like, when you're like sitting in the park in the summer or something like that, you're
And
with
a
friends
bull
or you're
rolls
by
towards
yourself.
you.
Yeah, and there's always like these people that just are like kicking around like a ball, or like my fear is like not even that it hits me, like full pelt hits me. My fear is like it just slowly rolls towards me and they get me to kick it back because it's just not gonna
Yes.
happen. I
No.
can't do it. Like,
Imagine if I just got the ball and I just took a bite out of it. Look what happens. What then? Look what
you're
then?
like, okay, it just
Yeah.
deflates.
Yeah. They're like,
You're like, what now, sis?
I just eat the ball. Like kind of like kind of like cartoon style. Like my jaw unhinges. I just take the ball, put it in my mouth, and just
I
swallow it.
genuinely think the whole park would disperse. They'd be like, what the fuck?
I
This is an
just I
apocalypse.
just start hissing at them on all fours. Yeah, no,
Mm,
I hate it.
no. Men on trampolines.
Trampolines in general are so yeah.
Sorry, a lot of my icks are just to do with men.
But also, I feel like it's like when your body moves in a weird way, like
Yeah, I think a lot of these are just like when your body just moves like in such a weird way. It's just kind of icky. You're like,
oh my god,
ooh.
wait, breaststroke and swimming.
The butterfly.
Anyone doing the breaststroke, I'm like, what are you? What is happening? Are you
I
okay?
feel like if I saw someone drowning, that would give me the ick.
Stop.
I genuinely think it
I
would.
would help, but it would go back. I'd be like, you're gross.
Yes, same. Like I feel like if I was like with somebody, a friend, a partner, whoever, we're like either in the ocean or a swimming pool and they full on just like start struggling, I think I would be like, what the fuck?
No, because Aaron would. Aaron can't swim very well.
Oh, let's teach him how to
No, I've
swim.
tried. He's just, I think he's too muscular. Not bragging, but he's too. He.
Flex.
I know, no, you're not flexing, but he just like he's just really dense. Like he just sinks.
He's just so dense.
He is. He can't float. Like I've tried.
So funny.
Like we're being a pool. I'll be holding him up, and then literally he's just like falling. He's like a rock. Like and I'm like,
I
what?
love him.
I know. When we had to go swimming and stuff, he gets really like nervous about it because he doesn't like swimming. But he
Oh.
really wants to learn.
I think we should make that a mission this summer to
Yeah,
try and teach Aaron how to swim.
we
I think we
should.
could we
I'm
can do
also
it.
really
We just get him some
impatient.
floaties.
Yeah, yeah. He wears like a little vest.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. But yeah,
Yeah.
men on trampolines. Just like, yeah, like people just like moving their bodies weirdly, I think just gets me like I just get a bit the ick. Which is it's annoying because it's like icks that you're like these people are just living their lives.
I know. Yeah.
Like
So it's like that
they're
thing
not
where
doing
it's.
anything wrong.
I would never say anything because it's that whole thing of like kill the part of you that cringes kind of
No.
thing. Like be
Yeah.
cringe. It's fine.
I have to use expel so much energy just to get that part. Like I feel like my icks are so unhinged. It's just really hard for me to be around people sometimes because they'll just do things. It'll be like I have to squash it down within me so hard.
Yeah, and I don't want to
I
be
can
that
I remind
person.
myself that I'm probably doing something that other people probably find icky too.
Oh yeah, true. Like I would never say anything. It's just and
No,
it's an internal
never.
conflict. But these aren't things that we're like judging people for. It's just funny.
No,
Like
and they're not deal breakers. They're nothing that you would like end a relationship over or a friendship over or whatever over. It's just like stupid things that like in the heat of the moment you're like,
oh my god,
ugh.
do you want to hear another ick? When people do that thing where they like where they start singing quietly, but they like pretend like they don't know they pretend that they don't notice that you can hear them singing or something like that, like anything like that. Or people who just sing in general. Like I had a situation once where someone literally just like sang at me for a while.
Like serenaded you?
But it wasn't like they were just doing it. They just started singing, but like it was quiet in the room, and there were like four
Yeah.
people just stood around just watching them sing. But it was out of nowhere, and I was like, oh,
Like we're all in calls all the time. And we'll all just like sing to whatever we're listening to, but that's
oh yeah,
different. We're all fully aware that we can hear each other. It's not like
mm-hmm.
we're not trying to be like flexing on each other or whatever. But I will admit this is actually a weird one of mine too. This is just for people in general. Especially if I know the person, and especially if they're good, like even if they're good singers and stuff like that, I cannot sit and watch people sing.
Oh yeah, same. Unless I'm at like
I
a
can't
Broadway
do
show or
it.
something.
Yeah, I can do that at like a Broadway, but like I can do it with strangers. It's people I know. If I know
Yeah.
you and you just start whipping out a guitar, like, or you're like, oh, check out my new video of me like
Oh my god, that
doing a cover. I can't watch it. I physically can't do it. It's like it's not anything against you. For some reason, I just get really icked out. I
yeah,
can't
no, I know
help
it's
it.
because you like it's almost like how do I react to this? Like what do
Yeah,
I
I'm like,
do?
whoa. I'm getting better with it though.
I get that.
It used to be a big deal. I was like, I can't do this.
Or
But
like
I'm so much better with it now.
that guy at the end of the night who pulls out a guitar and starts just like
Here's
singing.
Wonderwall.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh,
Here's Wonderwall.
very specific ish. Very specific ick. Mr. Brightside. I
Oh,
fucking
really?
hate that song. Because
Wow.
if you've been, because I like, so when I was living abroad or like even in my hometown, if I go to a gay club, it plays like absolute bangers, right? You go to any straight club, they will, at the end of the night, they will play Mr. Brightside, and I fucking hate that song now because it just reminds me of straight people, and I hate it.
Clubs that purely play like just EDM or just like
Yeah,
instrumental music. I hate that.
yeah, no, I hate. I
I don't really even
see.
think it's an ick. I just hate it. I just had to mention it. I
I
just
have
hate
like
it.
a friend who like he's like kind of like an influencer, I guess, in Hong Kong, and he's kind of like he has a brand and stuff. But all I see every weekend is him just in this like club with like EDM playing and like some girls holding champagne and bringing it to the table, and it literally makes me like that.
Yeah.
I almost want to message him and be like, "This is my worst nightmare. I want you to know that."
Like to each
Like,
their own. If you like generally enjoy that sort of music, fair enough. But I'm not gonna lie. If I'm drunk and I'm going into like a club, I just want to have a sing song and
I
a
want to
cheeky
talk to people
dance.
when I'm drunk.
Yeah, and I want to like have a chat and just have a good time with friends. And I must admit, I don't have a good time when it's just like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, and that's all you're hearing the whole time. I'm
So
like,
even for like my
okay,
birthday thing, I'm planning just to do like a house thing because I want to like be drunk with people and talk to them. Not whenever I go into town, it's just stressful. Like it's stressful. Like it's like you go into
yeah,
town, it's expensive. You have to find it's cold. You have to find somewhere to sit, and it's often crowded. You can't get a drink. Like it's so stressful. Why would I do that? You know?
yeah. The general public is quite stressful, but
Yeah.
I've just thought of like another ick that's really unhinged. It's
I'll
actually
go
based
for
on a
it.
TikTok that I saw the other day, and I actually looked at it and I was like, "Whoa!" I feel so bad because this ick cannot be helped. It's not like someone's done something. This is just like a bodily function, I suppose. It wasn't their fault. They were like on a boat. It was like they took a video of this man on the boat, and his earlobe was just flapping in the wind,
Oh,
and it gave me the ick. I was
why
just like,
was it
just
a really
his
big
little.
earlobe?
It was quite a big earlobe, like not huge,
It
but
wasn't
it was like
stretched or anything. It was just like a
no,
natural
it was
earlobe.
just a natural earlobe, all natural, raw earlobe,
Hmm.
and it was just the wind was
The way
just
it was
like it
flapping,
caught. Yeah, the wind just caught it, and it was just flapping in the
it was the
wind, and I was just like,
movement.
"Ugh." Yeah. Once
Yeah.
again, it was just like a weird movement thing. That I'm
Yeah.
like, why are you doing that? It's not your fault, but why?
Oh, I have a general ick. It's kind of a boring one, but toilet humor. I hate toilet humor. I hate people that fart in front of me. It's so gross. And
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Like, I think it's my brother always just farts all the time. And oh my God, his wife had to speak to him, and be like, you need to stop doing that. I can't take you seriously if you keep doing that. Like,
Yeah. I mean, if it happens accidentally or
oh
whatever,
yeah,
fair enough. But like people that purposely belch and
yeah. I find that
flatulence around people, I must admit, I'm not a fan.
I'm like, that's been inside of you. I don't want that. Like, you know what I
Yeah, I'm like,
mean? Like,
you have just like gone to the bathroom and
I'm
done
not just
that,
gonna
or
fucking pull out one of my organs and put it next to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want anything that's been inside your body next to me. Like, it's
you just
gross.
whip out your singular kidney. You're
You
like, here you
literally
go.
like to pull
On the
out.
table, it just slaps. Like, here you go, bestie.
It's like, help me.
Help me. I'm
No,
barely hanging on.
I hate that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a bit icky. I wouldn't
Oh,
necessarily. It's weird though. Would it be like an ick though? I feel like I would put that under pet peeve, but
yeah,
it's
true.
still
That's
like
not
a
really, yeah.
count. Yeah,
But I think it's also just like people who just like, I just find it kind of gross. I think it's
it
also, it's
is.
especially if I don't know the person and they come into the room and just like fart next to me really loudly, like, hey, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh,
no,
okay. Like, thanks,
don't like that.
stinks.
Oh, I had another one.
Yeah.
Um,
Search your brain.
I've got it. Cars that are cars and motorbikes that are excessively loud,
Or when people like,
and they've like modded them.
yeah, they modify. There's somebody
Oh,
in
that
like
gives me
our
the
little
ick.
like
It's not
area.
even ick. That
To be
gives me
fair,
hatred. I hate that.
he drives really well, like safe, because obviously once you get into a residential zone, you should be driving pretty slow. Think about the children. But no, he's modified his car and it's just so fucking loud.
Who's
It just
he?
sounds
Who's he?
just a random neighbor,
Oh, okay, okay.
just a random person that lives near me. I think he must be some sort of mechanic because he's always working on his bleeding car.
Oh, I hate it when it's just like when you're trying to talk to someone on the street, right? It's like, and you're like,
Yeah.
why would you
You
do
just see their
that?
like exhaust like dragging along the ground. You're like, what the
I'm like, why would you
fuck?
do that? That's so it's so inconsiderate.
I don't understand. I generally think people that do that are 100% compensating for something.
Oh yeah, it's lame. It's so
It
lame.
is. It's given midlife crisis.
I feel like a lot of people are told they need to be loud to be like effective people. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. People, we have taken this notion: the more loud you are, the more right you are.
Yeah, and I hate that. Like, and I feel like that applies to like
It applies to so much
so
in
much in life.
society.
Yeah. Like
It's
I always find
craziness.
I so I did I tell you did I speak about this last time when I hung out with a friend recently who I haven't seen for a while, who I'm not like super close with, but I hung out with her and ended up going out with her, and we ended up going for drinks. And then she was like, "Oh, two of my friends are joining." And speaking about this one person, she was like, "She is the fucking coolest person ever. You'll love her. Like she should be like, she should be an actress. Like she should be famous. She's so cool." And this person waltzes in, very tall, quite pretty, like
Saunters.
so she saunters. Well, no, she kind of flopped in, honestly. She kind of just like
He
kind of like
flopped.
wasn't she like kind of like zoomed in, like shoulders back, like hair blowing, and very pretty, like, and probably quite a nice person, I guess. But when I tell you this person was just really fucking annoying, like she was so loud. She didn't ask me a single thing about myself the entire time I met her, and also she was younger than me as well. And I think
Yeah.
I kind of felt internally, I was like, I can probably handle this person because I feel like they're used to being like the loudest person in the room and like everyone is obsessed with them. And I just found
Yeah.
them really fucking annoying. Like they just literally didn't ask me a single thing. They actually had nothing to offer as well in terms of opinions or anything. They literally came in, told me they're like that what had been happening to them for the past like 3 weeks. Didn't really ask me anything about myself. And I could see my friend like shrink into herself because this person was cooler than her, right? And I was just
Yeah.
like I ended up paying for a taxi. My friend ended up paying for another taxi. And we pretty much paid for everything, and this person didn't offer to pay for anything.
Oh
Like,
wow.
and I was just like, oh, I just can't be bothered with this. Like, this is annoying. Like loud people who just like
Yeah.
command the room but actually have no substance. Sorry,
Yeah. I
that
mean,
was a
yeah.
tangent and a
That
half.
that was, I was like, wow. No, but I do get it though. There's some people out there that are just like, there's confidence and then there's being like obnoxious.
Yeah, I think being confident in yourself is allowing the room to breathe and allowing like
Yeah, it's like ebbs and flows. Like you can have like crazy moments and like moments of like I'm in the limelight and then you like shrink back a bit and be like, no, this is somebody else's turn. Like that, I'm surely that's how like so like conversations are kind of supposed to go. It's not just one person talking for the whole entire time. It's like everyone kind of gets like chance and opportunity to put a tidbit in.
oh my god, do you follow there's a person on Instagram called New Views? I am
New views.
obsessed with her. She talks just about like
No.
social interaction and how to be assertive and be soft at the same time and how to like be,
Oh,
and
maybe
it's
I
just
need
really
that.
interesting. It's really interesting to I'll send it to you. It's really interesting because she talks about like how to make sure everyone in the room is engaged with you whilst encouraging others to like give their point of view and like making sure everyone gets their turn to talk. And it's really interesting and I really like her.
Yeah. I feel
She's
like it's
very
something
cool.
I've tried to be like self-conscious about in the sense of like in my mind I'm like, okay, am I giving this person enough time to talk? Am I giving I think it's also hard, I think, because me and you
Yappers.
potential ADHDers, potential like very much yappers, that it's like if we have a thought that comes into our head,
I
we
gotta
kind
get
of just
out.
need to get it.
I
Yeah, we
gotta
got to
get it
get it
out.
out.
It's gotta
Because
get
like
out
other
there.
than that, it gets lost into the wilderness, never to be seen again. It might turn up 20 years later when I don't fucking need it, but
Exactly.
it's just it's really hard. So I've been trying to like balance that a little bit. I've been like, let's try not to interrupt everybody with your thing that probably doesn't even matter, and
Hmm.
just like let the room breathe for a bit, let them talk, and then go.
I agree. I feel like as well, I feel like I, as a person, I love being the center of attention. Like I do love it, but I kind of like being center of attention to the left, if you know what I mean. Like I don't like being like, I don't like having the all eyes on
Very
me,
skewed.
but I like saying stuff that makes everyone laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like I like saying like having little quips and everyone laughing, be like, ha, 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 ha. But
Yeah, I
like,
quite enjoy that too. I don't really want to be like the spotlight's on me
but
for
I
the whole
also do
entire time.
like Aaron always says I'm a massive I just blanked on the word. What's it called when you like attention?
Attention hog?
No, not that. No, no, like when you're outgoing. Opposite of introvert.
Outgoing.
Opposite of introvert. I
Oh,
just blank.
extroverted.
I don't know why I blanked on that. Extrovert. Aaron's like a massive extrovert, especially in comparison to him because he's quite an introverted person.
I feel
Um,
like I'm a bit of both. What's it? That would be like an omnivert. I'm a bit of
yeah,
both. It
same.
depends on the situation. I feel like I very much enjoy my own company and I enjoy just like days where I'm not really like that socially interactive, but at the same time, put me in a social situation and I'll be fine.
Exactly. Well, also, I feel like I want, like, I like having my own company and staying home, but my brain doesn't like it, if that makes sense. Like, I always feel a bit worse if I haven't seen anyone for a couple of days because I actually feel a lot
Like
better when I
lonely?
not even lonely. My mental health just tends to take a little bit of a dip. Like I just feel a bit
Hmm.
worse. Whereas when I see people regularly and I'm really busy, I'm happy, but then I'm also burnt out. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's hard. It's like getting a balance of it, I suppose. I've been
mm-hmm.
like feeling yourself with social interaction, but at the same time, giving yourself that
Yeah,
space to recharge as well.
exactly. It's hard. It's a hard balance, I think.
Life is hard.
Oh, being an adult is fucking hard, man. Honestly,
Being an adult gives me the ick. I'm like,
yeah.
who decided to give us adult money? Who decided to give us all of this stuff? Or actually, to be honest, who decided to give us nothing and just set us off in the world,
But
you
it's weird
know?
though, because I like being an adult. Like I love the age I'm at currently. I'm really enjoying it. The only thing I don't like about it is the whole career aspect of it mixed in with the money. That's what I don't like. But I like
Yeah.
having the quote unquote wisdom that I have now compared to like a couple of years ago, paired with the kind of the ability to do anything I want. That's what I really like.
I
But
like
then
feeling like cognitively mature, but I
yes.
don't like, yeah, a bit like you, I don't necessarily like all the responsibilities and the financial slash career or lack thereof
Oh yeah,
aspect of it.
the career gives me the ick. The whole
I,
career.
yeah, I have to say, yeah, careers give me the ick. I'm not a career girly. I've like fully like realized that within myself. I don't think I need like a well established like I'm going to be in this job for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I think because the way I work is I get bored. So I think I'd
Yes.
need something where I can just like move about
Oh,
and
I
like
think I think I need to be like doing my own thing. I love creating stuff so much and like making cool content. Not even I don't even
I'm
want to
saying,
call it
Bessie,
content.
we could do it.
I think we should honestly, because like yeah, because like I need to be just making stuff constantly and doing cool things.
I need to just be doing different things. I
Yes,
can't be stuck in a rut doing the same thing over and over and over again. I
exactly.
need the space to be able to like just completely do something different, which is what I struggle with. Side note, Girlie's an artist.
Mm,
But it's something that I struggle with when doing that is the sense that people try and kind of like, oh, you should really have a niche, things that you're kind of
yes,
known for.
because you
And I
get
do
paid more when you have a
understand that.
niche, but also it's
I
horrible.
understand it, but my brain does not work like that. It just doesn't work
Same,
that way.
because I love
I
like
love different styles, different mediums. I love just being able to get everything I can get my hands on.
same. I love like video editing. I love writing. I love like doing a bit of drawing here and there. Obviously, I'm just like as a hobby. And just like making stuff and being part of like community building and stuff. But I can't just do one thing forever because it
Yeah,
drains the life, as you know, as I've told you. Like it has
it
drained the life
does.
out of me. Like honestly.
It
And
kind of kills your love for these things too, which is really annoying because it's just I don't like the fact that you almost have to pigeonhole yourself just to meet an industry standard when it's like
mm-hmm.
why the whole point of art and the whole point of being creative is to explore all these different things. You should be celebrated the fact that you can be a bit of a jack of all trades. I think like that needs to be celebrated more rather than been like, oh well, you've done bits and pieces here, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or like you're only like mastered this one thing. And I'm like, I don't think that works for everybody. I definitely don't think it works for like neurodivergent people. Not to speak for
Yes.
the whole half, but from just what I've seen, what I've personally researched and what I experienced personally, I'm like, I don't think I'm well suited to just master one thing. I need to master everything.
Same. And I just love doing everything. I don't want to just do one thing
Yeah.
forever. And but then I'm
The
like,
problem
oh,
with doing
money.
everything is though you end up doing nothing because you get too overwhelmed with doing everything.
I know, but I would almost love it if I could have a job where like I could do like one week do this, next week do this. Do you know what I mean? That would be so fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And like just kind of cycle it, and that would be great. And I would love
That'd
that.
be fun.
We should open
Who
a
knows?
we should open a company, honestly.
Contact the government. We got
Mm,
this. Okay, really random. Just to like swing us back onto the topic of icks.
mm-hmm.
This is another close one for me. I've recently skinny jeans give me the ick.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah, yeah. Skinny jeans really do give me the ick.
It's so
Don't know what it
uncomfortable.
is. I
I think
just feel like we're at a time and place where I'm just like, are we really still wearing skinny jeans? No offense to anybody listening that wears
apparently
skinny
they're coming
jeans,
back
but
in
like,
though. I
bruh,
saw on
are
TikTok.
they?
I don't want them to.
I do own a pair, but
Seb,
like, I
I
don't
think this
wear
is the point
them.
where we become older people and we drop off fashion. You know,
Yeah, we just wear what we want.
we just drop off. You know,
Yeah, we don't adhere to trends anymore. We just wear what we want,
because I
what we like.
love the current fashion trends of like I love wearing
I
like
like the
wide
yeah, I like
pants
the
with a vest and a shirt on
grungy.
top. Like
Yeah, I like the grungy sort of like naughties with like the um wide leg jeans. I love like the long leather trenches. I love my leather trench.
Mm.
The almost kind of like bohemian as well. I really get like I keep on seeing all these like whimsical, like witchy, like fairy girls. I'm like, I want to dress
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah,
It calls to my soul.
oh yeah, I'm back into Baldur's Gate, so I'm back into my like medieval wench era
Yeah,
where I'm really into it again, and I
I
just
love
love
it.
it. Listening to bardcore regularly makes me very
But
happy.
yeah, so
I've got another ick that I would like to discuss. It's a
okay.
very general ick, though. It is a generalized one. Is LinkedIn. I fucking hate LinkedIn.
It's not even an ick. It's just like LinkedIn
I
sucks.
fucking hate LinkedIn. It makes me
I tried to
so
make an
mad.
account, but I just don't understand it, and I don't really understand what it like. I do understand what it's for, but I'm just like, why are we doing this?
What makes me
Like,
angry is that I know everyone hates it. Like I know, apart from maybe some absolute psychopaths. Not to use that term lightly, but some crazy, no, some interesting people, um, like love it maybe, but like most people I know hate it, and they're all just like playing this game where they have to use it to like become marketable for the
yeah,
industry, and everyone's playing this weird game. I'm like, why are we doing this? This is crazy.
I know it gives me it's like corporate Facebook, and I don't like it.
Literally,
There's
it
so many
actually
other
is.
like social media platforms. Why do we need like a specific one? Like most of the time, people are now getting business off of TikTok,
I'm
Instagram,
a,
all this sort of stuff. I just don't think LinkedIn is just that usable.
it's still kind of the industry standard,
I know.
but I imagine with Gen Z, like as they kind of grow up and get older and stuff, it will like kind of phase out and become more of like you'll just be contacted via Twitter or
Honestly, I love
TikTok.
that though. Gen Z
Yeah,
saving the world. But
honestly, I love it. I mean, yeah.
I do. I'm technically Gen Z.
How are you? I'm a millennial.
Yeah, I looked it up, and people say like different dates, but apparently the start of 1997 is kind of where Gen Z
Wait,
starts
what year are
because
you
Gen Z is
born?
already done.
You're
Huh?
1997. Are you
Yeah, I'm
1997?
1997.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
96. So I'm like around the
yeah. So
edge.
1997 is apparently like the day, like the year Gen Z kind of was born, and that kind of cuts off like mid 2000s, I think.
Hmm.
So this generation now, like kids, like actual children, they're like, what? Are they Gen X? No, they're not Gen X, are they? They're
Gen
like Gen
Alpha?
something.
Alpha?
Gen Alpha, Gen Y, I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Jen whoever. Who's
Who
Jen? We
is
don't know
Jen?
her. We
Jennifer
don't know
Lawrence?
her. Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Lopez. Oh, better not
Jen
be Jennifer
Lawrence.
Lopez.
Well,
Blech.
can they actually do that? Can they do like Jen Lawrence?
Jennifer Lopez gives me the ick.
Yeah, yeah, true. But like, I
That
don't.
whole movie, that new movie that she did
What
is
is
so
it out?
bad. I don't know if it's out yet. It was like a weird like documentary, but she turned it into like trying to be like singing in the rain-esque musical, and it's just not good.
Mm.
Like from anything that I've heard about it, seen about it, it just doesn't look good. It just seems like a very like it's just
It
very
looks shit.
glorified, and
Yeah,
it just doesn't look good. I don't know how to describe it, and I think what got to me was the fact that obviously she's back with like Ben Affleck and stuff like that, and I feel like he from interviews that I saw talking about, he's quite a private person, and she's just aired out their whole relationship in this like documentary movie thing.
maybe she asked him first.
I don't even know. She doesn't give me the impression that she would ask first. She just gives me the impression that she
She'll
just
just
does
do
what she
it.
wants, and like a lot of people came out, obviously, like industry people, or like not industry people in terms of celebrity, but industry in terms of like workers, and like no one likes her.
Yeah, I mean, I
No
get
one
it.
likes her.
He's always like, I'm
And
from the
like
Bronx.
yeah, it's just very cliche. And I don't know, there's just something about her, like her personality that like icks me out.
No, I get
She
that.
gives me pick me.
Yeah.
And that's just another thing. It's like one of the only icks I can really find about women. It's
Oh,
just like
pick
pick
me.
me
Oh, it's
girls.
so depressing when that happens. It's so miserable, like disappointing.
Yeah, especially coming from like a gamer community where I feel like it's rife. Um, More
Hmm.
so, where it's just girls pandering towards men that are probably gonna ghost them in like 2 weeks.
I
It's
know.
not worth it. It is not worth it, sis. Stick with your girlies. Do not be putting another girly down for a man. It's not worth it.
It's
It's
absolutely
really
not.
not worth it.
No, I agree.
Ugh,
Um,
riles me up that one.
oh, I had an idea and I forgot what it was. No, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone. It's
But can
gone
I
into
talk to you
the
about
forest.
my current obsession? It's been an obsession for a while. It's really boring.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with flossing my teeth. I'm like obsessed with it. Like I do it
I love
like
that for you.
I do
I
it three
probably
times a
should.
day. It's really satisfying. I do it all the time. I have a
You've got
bit
one
of,
of those like water flossers though,
oh,
like
I
the
don't,
good
I
shit,
barely
don't
use it
you?
anymore though, because I feel like it's
Oh,
actually like,
do you just use the string? I think
yeah,
I hate the string. It freaks me out.
It's so good though. I love it. Like, I'm just
I
it's
need
just so
to
boring, but I'm
start
just really obsessed with it.
flossing.
I have a bit of like a floss holder thing on my desk, and I floss all the time.
Oh
Just
my God.
I know. I think but
Is there such a thing as over flossing though? Do you think you might be
maybe
overdoing it a little bit?
I could be.
Be careful.
I know. I think I 100% could be though.
I want an
Um,
obsession. I feel like I have my like overarching obsessions, but like I want like a new one,
I
just
mean,
like a
you've got
fun new
tornadoes as
one.
your general obsession.
I know, but like I need something new.
Mm,
We can talk about that another podcast episode, my weird fucking thing with like weird obsessions or whatever.
join the floss
Um,
crew.
do I want to join the floss crew?
Flossing is great, and and also it will save me money long term because my teeth won't go rotten.
True.
Yeah,
I like mouthwash every day.
I actually don't use
Um,
mouthwash.
I do. I enjoy it.
Mm.
But flossing is just like the action of it kind of, yeah, that actually kind of gives me the ick.
No, you can't
Yeah,
say that to me. I'm
I'm saying
obsessed.
it. I'm saying it. You're obsessed with it. It gives me the ick.
Oh, I've got another ick that comes from a family
Gasp.
member.
Love.
Um, People,
Throwback.
men specifically, who refuse to do things because it's deemed as not being for men or girly. So, like, one of my family members refuses to use any skincare ever because he thinks it's for girls.
Yeah, honestly, what was it like the fucking 5-in-1 body wash, shampoo,
Oh, that's you
conditioner,
go into a man's bathroom and he's got that like 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, soap thing. I'm like, no, that's
jail.
an ick. Jail. That's awful.
That is an egg.
That
That's
is
jail.
that is paint stripper. That's
Yeah, it's like no.
mm,
But it's so annoying because it's always those dudes that have like the clearest skin as well. So I don't know if they're like onto something or what. Me
mm.
using like my 7 fucking million products on my face.
I mean, my skincare is pretty simple. I just use the CeraVe. Like,
Yeah, I use CeraVe as well. I have like 2. I have the oil and I have
oh my god, me too.
the hydrating cleanser, and I only like double cleanse. I feel like you should double cleanse, but I've only really been doing it when I wear makeup
Oh, I
because
don't
I
really
don't really
double
wear
cleanse.
I don't wear makeup though, and I think you only really should be double cleansing when you wear makeup and you're
That's
putting
fair.
stuff on your face. I think if you're not, I think you're fine.
Have you heard about double shampooing?
Yeah, I double shampoo.
Is it good?
That's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, I don't do it. I started doing it, but then I feel like I was going through a lot of shampoo because I've got quite long hair
You do,
now.
yeah, you kind of do. I mean, you use more product for sure, but that's what you're supposed to do. It's like what, lather, rinse, and repeat.
Should I just get like a cheaper shampoo and then have my
Maybe.
nice one? So I'll do it first with the cheap one and then I'll do my nicer one.
I use herbal essences. I don't know if they're cancelled or not. I hope not, but
I
I'm
don't.
using them.
I think there was a thing about them having some kind of sulfite something ages ago, but I don't think it was real.
It's one of those things like it's really unless you get like the organic like shampoo bars, all of the drugstore supermarket shampoos, they're all gonna have sulfates in them. They're all gonna have like oh what's the name of parabens. That's it. They'll
That's
have
it. Yeah.
parabens, which do
Mm.
build up on your scalp. Like you're not really, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not great, but also it's like I'm sorry, but some people we can't all afford organic soap bars. Like we
Oh
can't. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I think you should do your part for the environment. I know like Lush and stuff do them, but I'm still unsure if Lush is still like cancelled or not.
Why was Lush cancelled?
Remember, it was years ago. It was when the whole I'm pretty sure it was when the whole Black Lives Matter thing was going down in America.
Mm-hmm.
And Lush were cancelled because they were like giving out like food and stuff to police officers because obviously it was to do with like the police like
Oh
brutality.
God, why would they do that?
Yeah, it was some. I can't like don't quote me, but I swear from my poor memory that's what it was. But then obviously that was years ago. But still, I'm still a bit iffy. But the
That's
Lush
fair.
store is definitely magical. I must admit, I do go in there. I don't buy anything, but I do go in there, and I'm like, wow.
Oh, another
I
generalized
used to
ick.
use it, but
Um,
yeah,
is fucking UK Labour right now just pissing me off. They're just
yeah.
catering to the right and it's pissing me off. I don't want to go too much into that. But that is my current ick.
We can have a political episode
Yeah, although
where we
I don't
go
know if they're
in.
entirely qualified. I have a lot of opinions that I'm not sure I can back up.
I don't think anything we say on any episode that we're qualified to say. I think that's what makes us good.
I just want to make it absolutely clear that I am a left wing person. When I say I'm pissed off with Labour, it's because they're catering to the right, not because they're left wing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we put a big like hashtag no Tories
Yeah,
allowed.
absolutely. So yeah, I mean that's not even an ick.
Sorry.
Like that's just like I just don't. I would never associate with people who are right wing ever.
Conservatives give me the ick.
They do. They give me the massive ick, and I keep like meeting them recently. Not meeting them, but like interacting with them, and then they have the weirdest opinions, and then I'm like, oh, you actually exist. That's crazy. Like,
Young conservatives give me the ick when they like,
oh, get me into.
yeah.
Well, I felt physically ill then for a
Especially
sec.
especially if they go to like state schools
Yes, that's crazy. That
and
is
they come
crazy.
from like impoverished areas and they still vote conservative. I'm like, there's something wrong in your brain
But I do
chemistry.
also feel that there's a lot of like kind of propaganda and stuff being targeted
Oh, a
towards
hundred
them, and it's
percent, a
depressing.
100%. And it's weird though, because it's just like they're actively trying to stop. We're getting political now.
Yeah, we are.
Stop. No, I'll finish my sentence though. They're actively trying to get like young people to not vote because
Yes, of course they are.
they don't want them to vote because they're not in their like demographic.
No, I agree. Um,
But yeah, slay.
one more thing. Nando's gives me the egg. Nando's, I do.
Nando's.
Bro, Nando's is so over fucking rated. It's so the
It
chicken is dry,
is.
it's expensive, and it's just like it's not even spicy. It's just like shit.
And the fact is, they brought out a lot of seasonings and stuff. So realistically, you could make a cheaper version at home
Exactly.
and probably better, to be
And also
honest.
chicken breast in general, I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, I know. I remember you saying you just don't like chicken breasts. Like, I don't mind chicken breasts.
Yeah.
I do prefer a chicken thigh,
See,
personally.
and this is the tits aspect of the thing we're talking about, chicken
Yeah,
breast.
we brought it back.
Yeah, because full
We've managed
circle.
to we've managed to slip it in somewhere. Chicken
Um,
tits specifically.
yeah, I just think like Nando's. I haven't been to. I went to a Nando's when I was in London seeing a friend because it was the only thing around, and I was like, this is shit.
I've been once and it was very unimpressive.
Yeah, it's just bland and boring.
It was around the era where like cheeky Nando's was like a big thing too. Here everyone was like, oh, let's go for a cheeky Nando's and shit like that. And yeah, it just was not impressive in the slightest. I do find when people overhype something, it's usually
Wingstop for me. Wingstop's
not as
overrated.
good. Oh,
You
I've
had
never been
Wingstop?
to, I don't, do I have Wingstop here? I don't know.
Although I went
Probably,
with
but I
Aaron,
don't know.
the one in our town or our city, and it was like so average. And also the person got our order wrong, even though I repeated it like 5 times, and I was like, okay, it's fine. But it was just like it was expensive for what it was, and I was like, meh.
I'm over chains, I think. Like
Yes,
chain
agree.
restaurants, chain like takeout sort of things. Like obviously you get like smaller like chains and stuff that I think are still have some sort of integrity, which is fine. But I think the really big ones, I'm kind of over it.
Yes, agree.
I mean, they're all funding genocide anyway, so
Exactly.
if
Yes.
that doesn't make you stop going, then
I
I
mean,
don't
also, yeah, I
know.
used to eat a lot of like kind of takeout and stuff, and since like to be fair, me and Aaron cook all the time now.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just got a message on WhatsApp that'll come through. Oh, well. Um, and I think since obviously we've been boycotting and stuff, we just like I realized we don't need it. Like I can just cook, it's fine, and I have more fun cooking and it's cheaper. So,
There's so much stuff that you can actually live without.
oh yeah,
That people, I think that's another episode we can like throw in there at some
mhm.
point in the future. I just, it crazy to me there's just so much that you can actually live without and people still actively complain and choose not to, and I'm like,
Oh,
grow up.
especially when I see people who just like are still ordering from those companies, and I'm like,
Like,
stop it
come
now.
on, like you can't feign ignorance now, you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it pisses me off. Just
Yeah, it's annoying.
that's another thing. Like people who are just like actively politically, what's the word when they don't care? Apathy,
I don't know, like a bit blasé
apathetic.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, apathetic, a bit
when they
blasé, a
just don't
bit.
give a fuck because it doesn't
It
affect
doesn't
them.
affect it, quote unquote doesn't affect them, but
I
later
find
on the
them with
line it
family
affects
members
them.
as well. But even then, I'm like, you're just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean you shouldn't care. You should have human empathy towards people, and it really annoys me. Like
Yeah.
I find
I
a
think
lot
we
of
have a
older
real
people.
epidemic at the moment of we're not viewing each other as human
Yeah, oh, yeah.
enough. We're not seeing each other. We're seeing too much for our differences rather than what makes us the same. That we're all human. We all deserve the right to live, no matter what your beliefs are.
Hmm.
Even you fucking right wing fucks, you deserve to live too,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. Begrudgingly,
I guess.
I guess so.
I
Um,
guess.
but yeah. Any other icks before we wrap up? I'm trying to
I'm
think.
trying to think on the top of my head because I had the ones I think I've said all the ones that I've had like written down, but like for the most part.
Oh, I got one. I got one.
Oh, he's got
Sorry.
one.
Um, people who don't eat vegetables. They really annoy me. I find it so annoying. It tends to be older
Yeah.
people, like older men especially, who refuse to like. I've got an uncle who don't talk to me anymore because he's an asshole.
I don't
Um,
want to eat this piece of broccoli because it'll
no,
turn me gay.
he is literally 58, maybe nearly 60, and he has not eaten a green vegetables his entire life. He refuses
That's
to. I find that really
craziness.
fucking annoying.
That is craziness. Sorry, that was too funny. I had to say that. Um, But yeah, no, people as well, not even like older people, like younger people too. I do follow this girly on TikTok. I don't follow her, but her videos, like I've watched enough now that they just automatically come up on my feed.
Hmm.
And I just find her like so fascinating. She's a Scottish girly. I'm not gonna like at her. I'm not gonna expose her. In terms of like, so you can go find her. I might send you her
Hmm.
after this, but yeah, she does like what I eat in the day because I do quite enjoy watching those for whatever reason.
Mm.
Um, and it's Beige City.
I hate it.
It's
I
like so
hate
it's
it.
like like no, but hers is so like I've never seen like the amount of takeaways someone can like. It's just in one day as well.
That's
It'll be like
crazy.
has like a McDonald's breakfast and then we'll go to like Burger King for lunch, a bunch of snacks like
And like,
during the
where is the
day. But
boycott as well?
oh, I know it's one of those things though, just willful ignorance.
Yeah.
Like someone that probably chooses not to and has the privilege to not consume that media.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but no, to be fair, she is put herself on a calorie deficit
Yeah.
now. So like good for her. She's gymming. She's got like,
For
she's doing
her.
like she's changing herself about. She still doesn't eat vegetables or fruits,
Hmm.
but fair enough.
Everyone starts somewhere, you know.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
I can't imagine just not eating vegetables. I feel like I'd feel like shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
just
must admit, sometimes I'll have like a day where I must admit there's definitely a lack of
oh,
nutrition.
the same. Like but like, I mean, we eat like a lot of rice in general, but like vegetables, we tend to have like at least a tomato. Do you know what I mean? Like, which actually is a fruit. I
Yeah,
know it's a
if
fruit.
I'm making something I'm pretty sure I get like bell peppers every single week because I love them and I love jalapenos and I love even though it's
Oh, I love
jalapeno and peppers,
jalapenos.
are they a vegetable
I don't know.
technically? Or are
I
they a
feel like I
fruit?
should
Because
know
they do have
this.
seeds
We'll look it up after.
or like pips or whatever.
Leave a comment.
They
Let
have
us
some
know.
sh Please let us know. We won't Google it ourselves.
Yeah,
Like, please let us know. Even though it's completely Googleable, we're
we're
not
not doing
researching that
that.
ourselves.
Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, think
yeah,
I think we should
that's
wrap
it.
up really
I think so.
because
I can't think of any other icks on the top of my head. They'll come to me at a later date probably, and I'll probably discover many new ones in my life
I think
going
we need
forth.
to make a TikTok
Especially
and
if I get
Instagram for this.
myself back in like the dating game.
Oh,
I will
okay.
discover many new ones. Not anytime soon.
Let's go.
Slay.
Also, I need to make a TikTok and Instagram for this
We
podcast.
do.
I'll probably do that today. So yeah, yeah. I'll maybe if I make it today, I'll add the ats in the description
In
and
the
such.
description.
Yeah. Like and comment and
Right.
subscribe and everything,
And
please.
do the do.
Yeah, do that.
If you have any unhinged icks, leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, we'll try and respond. And yeah,
We probably won't, but we'll read them maybe.
I might.
You will. I will probably not.
Yeah, but I will let Steph
Let's
know
be
that I did
real.
it. I know. Yeah.
Let's be real. I probably won't.
Calm. Right. I'll talk to you
At least
later.
I'm honest. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.